Hey, what's up, Diamonds? It's your boy, Christopher Doc Reed, your favorite relationship and life coach, out here one more again telling you what your father didn't tell you and your mother did not know. Now, I know that there's something that drives a lot of you crazy who are empaths. You keep attracting the same type of emotionally unavailable men over and over and over again. So say you come out of a marriage that you was in with some guy who was totally emotionally tapped out. You get divorced, and what do? You get right back into another relationship with another guy that's totally tapped out. And you're like, what's going on? And so when we talk about emotionally unavailable men, narcissists, manipulators, whatever, whenever a guy has some type of fear of, fully committing to the relationship. And so what happens is, just so for those of you who might not understand the whole, empath thing, an empath is someone who can feel another person's feelings as if it's their own feelings. So what does that mean? That means that you can feel their pain. And when you feel their pain, another thing happens is you feel a sense of responsibility to fix it, to help them, to jump all in with both feet. It's just you and me against the world. And the thing about it is, an emotionally unavailable man, what they do is they fear this level of emotional intimacy and commitment. So what happens is you make a mistake. You make a mistake and think that just because you feel a very sense of strong emotional and sometimes sexual connection with this person, okay, the intimacy is just mad crazy, that you feel like that's what's happening on the other side of the fence. So this is like with the love bombing. So when the narcissist love bombs you, and if you don't know what that is, that means in the beginning of the relationship, I mean, they're doing everything that you ever thought you wanted, okay? When this is happening, this is developing a very strong emotional connection. Not for them. You know anything about narcissists, they can't feel that, what I'm saying, that strong emotional connection or any sense of empathy, right? That's not their thing. And then if you're being intimate, I mean, sexually intimate, then sometimes they can know your body better than you do. Okay, so then that takes the connection from your perspective to a whole nother level. But for them, all it is just manipulation. All it is just a way for them to control you. Okay, so that means that you can feel insane chemistry with someone who is 100% unavailable. All right, it's like this. It's like being allergic to a food that you really like. I don't know, what is it for you? It could be strawberries, it could be peanut butter, it could be whatever. Okay, so for you, it tastes good going in, all right, and you smell, oh yes, all that, but at the same time, it's not good for you. Your body rejects it. You may throw it up, or it may make you swell up. I mean, you may, what was that movie with Will Smith? Was it Hitch? Yeah, he had some fish. Oh God. He had some fish and he had bags up on his eyes looking like this. I mean, he looked crazy. But that's how it is. And sometimes what you have to understand is you can have a toxic soul tie and you can think that it's actually your soul mate. All right. Two ain't the same. And you can waste years in this type of relationship. But here's what I want you to know, that you need to receive the very thing that you give. You need to make sure that you're getting that in a relationship. It shouldn't be one-sided. Okay. One thing we know about you is empaths, right? Empaths are passionate givers. Like you love it, you enjoy it, right? It's not something that you feel like is a chore. But at the same time, do you expect to get the same in return? Or you just got just one gear? You just go, 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 go. All right. I need you to stop doing too much and see what happens. All right. Because the relationship needs to have some balance. All right. See, this is the middle right here. Okay. But you as an empath, you're giving all the way over here. So what opportunity do they have to give anything? Right? Their back is all the way up against. No. You need to pull back a little bit. Okay. Because scripture talks about iron sharpening iron. So when you pull back and you right here, now let's see how much they give. Let's see if they come to meet you where you are. Let me tell you something. Just by the mere nature of a woman's anatomy and a man's anatomy, we know that women are receivers. Okay, I don't have to really go too deep into that. Men are givers. All right, just thinking about what we're talking about here. All right, and so with that being said, you need to be comfortable with receiving. You need to have an expectation to receive. We as men, we love to give. We love to make the woman in our life that we care about, we love to make her happy, to see that smile on her face, right? Let me tell you something. You being the diamond, all right, listen very closely. You being the diamond, when the diamond is given to someone, the diamond itself is the gift. The diamond doesn't show up and then you put the diamond on the table and it sings and it dances and it does a whole lot of other things, you know. It goes out and buys you a car and all this. No. The diamond itself is the gift. So that means that you are the gift. And you need to be very comfortable as a woman, an empath, in just being who you are and understanding that that's enough. You don't have to earn the love. You don't have to work for the love. I understand how you were raised, and I understand that somebody made you feel like you had to perform and do all these different things to get their love. But you was taught wrong. Okay, so understand when you show up, you're enough. All right, but let me ask you this though: have you mistaken a soul tie for a soulmate? Do you constantly attract the emotionally unavailable man? You know, and do you give far more than you get? Okay, if this is true, and I know it is for many of you, especially if you're an empath, this is what I need you to do. Go to my website, christopherreed.org. Hit me up for your free 30-minute consultation. All right, so we can talk about how coaching can help you realize how your job is not to just give, okay, but just to lay back, be the diamond, and receive. And as easy as that sounds, for many of you, that's like trigonometry. That's rocket science. What I just said, you're like, I don't know how to do that. Like, how do you just sit back and just let somebody, all the anxiety starts to come up, you start to sweat, what if you don't do it? And what if I gotta do something? Ah! You know what I'm saying? No. We're going to teach you. That's what coaching does. Coaching, when you have a coach, you know what a coach does? Like, say if you're running track or you're working out or something, a coach teaches you how to have the proper technique, how to do things a certain way, and override whatever fear or anxiety that you might have about something, okay? So that you can execute it the right way, okay? And that you can get the result that you desire. Also, every Wednesday in my Facebook group, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a talk 1 hour about different topics that you want to talk about, you know, ideas that y'all send me. Hey, Doc, talk about this and talk about that. So, you know, I'm on this series right now where I'm talking about the essentials to manifesting your ideal relationship. And oftentimes, it's very different than what you think. Now, you think about a lot of the relationships that you have been in. You went into it thinking, this is what it takes. Some of you being empaths, I got to give. And what did that do? That ended up with you getting not what you wanted. That ended up with you getting taken advantage of. All right. That you were brokenhearted and all these other kind of stuff, right? Wasted your time. So what is it then? Okay. What is it that we have to do to have our ideal relationship? All right. I'm glad you asked that question. I'm taking a very, very deep dive into that. So go to my Facebook group or go to my website, christopherreed.org. You see there where to join the Facebook group. And tomorrow, is it tomorrow, Wednesday? Yeah, it is. We'll be getting into part 2 of it. So we're going to, like I said, you're going to cook this thing real slow and really give you the guts of this your relationship thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been married 25 years, so I kind of got some kind of idea about how it works, right? All right. So I've been happily married too. That's important. All right. I actually like my wife. I don't just love her. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.